Alright everybody, welcome back to Mud Bandit Off-Road. Today we're going to try something. I'm not going to lie to y'all and tell y'all I understand all the geometry that goes on with these sway bars and these solid links. What my plan is, I know some people run without a sway bar on these Honda Talons. Gives you more articulation, but I do know they run into problems having too much and getting their axles in a bind and breaking them. So I'm going to try something. I got some shocks from Speedway Motors, gas shocks. They will give you a lot more travel up and down. The solid link is about halfway of the stroke of these cylinders. So what I am going to do today is put those on to show the difference in articulation. What I came up with is I'm gonna back the machine up that ramp and have that back tire on the cooler. Then we're going to put an angle finder right here across this surface and see what our angle is before and after putting those shocks on. An 11-degree angle right there sitting on the back of the machine. That's how much body roll we've got. 11-degree body roll. You can see there's not a whole lot of articulation on the back of this machine. All our tires are still in contact with the ground though. These machines have a whole lot more articulation on the front end than they do the back end. So that's what we're trying to do. Get a little bit more articulation on the back end. So we got that documented. We're gonna pull off level ground, show y'all how to change these shocks out and see if it actually does make a difference. And there's no tension on these sway bars when the machine's level. They work together. All right, first sway bar link is off. All right, now we're going to put our first shock in. Got some good bolts here. I got a washer right there. I'm going to go in this direction with it. I've got a spacing washer I'm putting on. Now I'm sliding my shock on. I've got another washer and a lock nut that we're going to put on there. Just like so. Now we get our second bolt, come up here, see if we can push this gas shock down, which isn't easy. All right, got that in there. We've got our washer and we've got our lock nut. Now we're gonna go around to the other side, take it apart. Stay tuned. All right, we've got them on. They look good. Our sway bar was originally straight out. Now, due to the shocks, it's pushed all the way up. It's not in the way of anything. It's not gonna go any higher than that. So now we're gonna back up, back on the cooler. We had an 11-degree angle before. Let's see what we're gonna have now. we're back on the cooler again. Everything looks good. Nothing looks like it's in a bind. What I am noticing is the difference in the shocks. That one's not fully extended because it's on the compression side. This one over here is. So there is a difference in them. Now let's see what our angle is now. Only 1 degree difference. Body angle is a 1 degree less. I was hoping for more than that. Sitting in the cab, it seemed like it was a little bit more effortless to go up on that cooler. Don't know. We'll have to see how it acts on the trail. All right, it looks like we have gained 2 inches of articulation on this cooler. We've got, from top of shock, we've got right at 6 inches to the center of that bolt on this side, which is the low side, which that makes sense. The side that's compressed up, we've got 4 inches. So when you have your solid links on there, there's not going to be any change. One side can't really come up any higher than the other one because they're connected by that sway bar. With these shocks, it does allow wheel travel up more and down more on the other side. So I did gain 2 more inches of articulation, which is good. Even though my body angle is the same, we gained that in wheel articulation on that side, which is going to be beneficial. I didn't know what to expect from this with all the geometry involved in it. Please, y'all comment. Let me know what y'all think, your opinions on it. Is it going to be beneficial on the trail? Was it a waste of time? I don't really know. I got both of those shocks for 70 bucks off of Amazon. They're beefy. They're made for automobiles, so they should hold up fine. Let me know. We're going to go to Bogs and Boulders tomorrow. We're going to try these machines out. We're going to run them. There'll be a video on this machine and the new 2023 Rubicon Deluxe that we've got ready to roll. We got the front end on the same cooler right there. Very, very little body roll with the front. Front's got a lot more articulation. You can see how the A-arm is straight across there. How we got a good drop over there. Body is pretty much level. Not a whole lot of angle to it. These machines have a lot more suspension on the front end. Now these are 32s. This is fully compressed. We still got clearance, not a whole lot. Even at full lock, we've got a little bit of clearance with these true 32 cryptids. They're true to size, 32 inches. On the back, I really see an advantage on these shocks we put on as well. Our distance here, this one is stretched out. All right, as you can see on this side, we're looking at 6 inches to center the bolt. On this side, we're looking at about 3.5. So these shocks are working. They are giving me more articulation on the rear, which I really do like. Really like that, y'all. They're doing good, y'all. New machine's doing great. John says it rides 10 times better than his old one did. Old Talon's doing good. I put these gas shocks on there. You can see they're working. That's giving me about 4 more inches of articulation. I can notice it's a lot better ride too. Thanks for tuning in, watching the video. If you like the video, Smash that like button. If you hadn't subscribed, please consider doing so. We're going to have a lot of trail riding, a lot of things on this Talon. We haven't even scratched the surface on this Talon yet. I've got winch that I can move front to back on this machine. I've got a lot of neat things I have done to this machine. We're gonna go have a video on a full walkthrough on this machine in the near future. Thank y'all. See y'all on the next one.